Today marks the 3-year anniversary of moving to California from my hometown of Melbourne, Australia. I thought it'd be fun to relive some of the moments and talk about the differences between America and Australia. So to recap, I was living my life in Australia, I went on a trip to America, I met up with these guys, ended up getting a job, got a work visa, and decided to go and chase the American dream. A full video explaining that whole process can be found here. But I moved to the San Francisco Bay Area, more accurately, San Leandro. Now this brings me to difference number 1, crime. Let's look at some crime statistics, shall we? Murder rate by country. We got 0.87 per 100,000 people chance of being murdered. 6.52 per 100,000, that's like 7 times more likely chance of being murdered in America than in Australia. San Leandro, California, total crime index, 100 is safest. It's 3 out of 100. Chances of being a victim of violent crime, 1 in 202. Chances of being a victim of property crime, 1 in 24. I gotta admit, I do miss in Australia, no matter where I did, no matter what time, no matter what I was doing, I always felt 100% safe. And that absolutely is not true in America. But you know, I don't wanna think too much about this. I'm just gonna go to Braille and focus on doing my crazy tricks. Damn, some of those tricks are actually super dangerous. I wonder what happens if I get hurt.
Oh my God!
Healthcare. Americans might be surprised to hear that Australia has public health care. You pretty much always get prompt care and can never get into a situation where you owe insane amounts of money for medical bills. I've driven so many of my friends to the hospital feeling 100% guilt-free. In America, this is not the case. Health insurance is insanely expensive, and even once you have it, you still have to spend even more every time you go to the doctor or hospital. And if you don't have it, well, let's just say things can get pretty bad. I've been paying about $330 per month, and my knee surgery ended up costing me a few $1,000s. But it is worth it just to be out here in the beautiful California. I did manage to get into a relationship with the lovely Janice Spiteri, and we have had many fun adventures together. After 2 years in San Leandro, I did manage to make it out to Los Angeles to move into an apartment with Janice. So I got a quick little PSA life hack for you. If you do ever move out of a share house with your name on the lease, make sure to check that your old housemate is paying the rent, because hypothetically, they could randomly stop paying the rent for months and months and rack up $11,830 of debt with you on the line. Then, hypothetically, the debt collectors would force you to pay the money, with threat of completely destroying your credit score and making it impossible for you to rent an apartment or lease a car and that kind of thing. Then hypothetically could end the friendship and you'll be stuck trying to get the money off them for months and months and months. I like Los Angeles a lot more than San Francisco, but being so far from the Braille House, it meant I spent a lot more time on the road. And that brings me to the next one, driving. Firstly, in Australia, you drive on the left side of the road, so there is that, but you adapt to that fairly quickly. The real differences are on the highway. Basically, anywhere you go is always on the highway, and compared to Australia, they are extremely complicated. For some reason, the drivers will always constantly accelerate up to the cars in front just to brake. It's kind of confusing, and I gotta say, in the 3 years that I've lived here, I've never seen a single person use their turn signal even once. Australia has very strict road rules and you will absolutely get fined, especially for speeding. America is not like that at all. There is only one road rule. There are no rules. There are also no regulations on your vehicle, so you end up seeing a lot of interesting and crazy cars on the road. Homelessness. As an Australian kid watching Baker 3, I always wondered, whoa, how did they get all this crazy footage of these crazy people? But now I've come to learn you can barely take 2 steps without encountering homelessness, mental health, poverty, drug addiction. I don't have too much to say about this, but damn, it's hectic. Opportunity. I've said a lot of negative things about California and America, but don't get me wrong, I am very happy to be out here. To be in the absolute beating heart of skateboarding is really cool, and being a content creator in Los Angeles is not too bad either. I'm really grateful for all the cool people that I've met and the awesome things that I've done so far. Andy Anderson. Aaron Jaws Hamaki. Jamie Griffin.
Tony Hawk.
Elliot Sloan. Christian Assoy. Gifted Hater. Really looking forward to what the future brings. That's it for this one. I like skate.